She suck. Nice. She's not even a Hulk. She's not even a Hulk. And hold on. Here's something that has nothing to do with She-Hulk, but does. Like, I don't give a shit about the character or the show. I always want great entertainment, because then you always have something to watch when you need, some escapism. I always want TV shows to work, no matter what. But real quick, before we get into this actual stream, Hulk is called Hulk because he's a hulking son of a bitch, And I think comics are lame, even as a kid. And I got comics, okay? But I think they were lame. Even as a kid, they were always like, okay, man, we got to come up with gimmicks, hologram covers, lenticular covers. We need special events. We need this character to go into that storyline. We need to intermix them. Comics in general it's just filled with scumbaggery. And they're filled with propaganda for years. The problem with the past and the present is, in the past, it was segregated. They were like, okay, here's entertainment. And then somebody went on a, propaganda craze, and they had their own little, Batman against guns, Punisher against guns type shit. The Black Punisher, remember that? So just whatever. So it was separated, but nowadays it's everything has to be propaganda. But that's besides the point. My main thing with the She-Hulk is she's not even a Hulk. Look at her hands. Look at his hands. He's a Hulk. You know what I'm saying? What is she? What is she? A little bit bigger than a regular girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Look at that face. Look at Hulk's head. Look at her head. And look at her arms. You can't see his, but you can only imagine. Like, if you're going to make a She-Hulk, cut the bullshit, man. Make her a Hulk, Anyway, that's a little side rant just because I always thought it was kind of weird. Oh, look at She-Hulk. She's not a Hulk, though. She's not hulking anything. Anyhow, there's two things I want to discuss. Something I'm going to briefly mention throughout this stream is we have officially moved all live gaming streams to the Ronnie Hayes channel. And there's probably a plan in the future to move a good chunk of streams to the Ronnie Hayes channel. But for right now, the 6-month plan we have is I can hang out with you guys every day, every other day, a little bit for a couple hours each day on the Ronnie Hayes channel. And then this channel, slowly we're going to be releasing the Flaw vs. All reviews. And then hopefully after 6 months, we build a community of just Flaw vs. All reviews and movies and shows, because we're going to be doing the podcast over here, but not every friggin' day, because I want to keep it to where we have a good chunk of stuff to discuss. Anyhow, today, the review bombing is something I find interesting. I just want to go into this, and I will get into some of the comments. I see AP already asking for a gaming stream. No, AP, there's no gaming stream. We're doing this stream. I mean, I'm not sure where you got the idea that we'd be doing a different stream. We just started this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the fuck? Unless I could clone myself. No. Now, I gotta move that over. Okay, I'm gonna have to move the chat over a little. It's not quite working the way I have. I moved the camera down. My daughter said my head looked too round, so I moved it down. Anyway, so Mark Ruffalo, the spineless little dweeb, I liked him before he went on Twitter. I like a lot of actors before they go on Twitter. And I'm not right. I'm not left. I'm more in the center. I think everyone's an idiot, So just to put that out there, because every time we talk about shit, it turns into politics no matter what you do. I just want good stories. I'm a story supremacist? I don't fucking know. I want good stories. I want good characters. You know what diversity is to me? Variety. You know what I mean? It's like going to the buffet. I want a little bit of chicken. I want a little bit of salad. I want a pizza. I want french fries. I want a cheeseburger. Ronnie, you want all that in one? That's fucking weird. Yes, I want variety. Diversity done well is variety. Anyway, so Mark Ruffalo on Twitter is saying the rise in bad faith IMDb reviews, particularly for projects led by women. And this is one of the issues where it's coming. I can sit here and go, man, you know what? Doomsday Kingdom, we made $15,000 in sales on Doomsday Kingdom. Where is it? and we just didn't hit 30,000. You know why? Because we have a black lead as one of the badasses. See that? The Black Rider. Look at that. Fucking epic. Did you see that shit? God damn, is that fucking... Mwah! I can sit here and go, we didn't hit 100 grand because we had a black lead. You know, we didn't hit 150 grand because we had a black lead. But that's not true. You know what I mean? That's just the exposure we got. Done. And it's easy for you to sit there and go, oh, they're female leads. Like with Resident Evil, we're going to talk about that. The teen leads in Resident Evil are some of the worst characters I've ever seen in a Resident Evil movie. They are bitches. I know bitches that think they are bitches. They aren't bitches because they're female. They're bitches because they're fucking unbearable brats. And then people go, you just don't like two female leads. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I grew up having the biggest, crush on Lara Croft. I wanted fucking Indiana Jones. At first I was like, man, this is Indiana Jones, but with a chick, huh? What is this? Then I was like, oh, tits. No, I'm just kidding. After Lara Croft became like the official Tomb Raider, Naughty Dog tried giving me Nathan Drake, and I'm like, nah, I want Lara Croft, motherfuckers. What is this, a male Lara Croft? Nah, we had Indiana Jones for the movies, we got Lara Croft for the video games. You take that Nathan Drake and shove him up your ass. He ended up working out. But my point is, the idea that people just don't like skin color or don't like females, we all know, if you're rational, you know that is bullshit. First off, I've spent a couple hours in some of my free time skimming through the people that don't like She-Hulk, and a big majority of them, unless you take them out of context, and I'm going to show proof in a second, unless you take them out of context, it's just shit to them. It's just not good writing. I think She-Hulk is embarrassingly bad writing. The dialogue, oh God. Now, so he says, particularly female-led, BIPOC threatens to render the site's scores meaningless if the problem is not addressed. Somebody quickly replied, well, where's the outrage when the high scores from Marvel and Show Media? Because that's true. IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, you actually have to, if you're aware of what's going on, you have to look at the score and kind of gauge it. Like critic scores, current day, are absolutely meaningless. At least with the fan scores, you can gauge it roundabout where it's at. Like She-Hulk, you know the masses are not going to like it. Resident Evil, the masses are not going to like it. Here's the proof. She-Hulk, here's partial proof in my eyes. She-Hulk got plastered with 10 out of 10. Are you fucking kidding me? Even if you love this show, you know damn well 90% of these people are just salty because of this. 35%, 18,000 rated it a 1 out of 10. And the people rating it a 1 out of 10, I think it's terrible, but I didn't rate it because I know my rating would be so low, people would just claim it's I didn't like a female, which is fucking nuts, man. Anyhow, if you look at the demographics, well, here's my proof. Resident Evil just got canceled. It got bitch slapped with 1 out of 10 ratings. And I don't think that's fair. I think it was a solid 2 to 3 out of 10. It did have the one scene in the bathroom with the girl and the dead body, and that interaction was actually decent, you know? They didn't go all the way with it. I think they really could have capitalized on it, but nah. Anyhow, if you look at this is interesting as shit. If you look at Resident Evil, look at all ages, 18 to 29, 30 to 34, and I'll breeze through this quick because it's not that interesting. Well, look at females of all ages gave Resident Evil a 5. And look at males of all ages, just below a 5 at almost a 4. Look at 18, gave it a 2.5. 18 gave it a 2.5. Here's 18 to 30, let's say. Gave it a 4.8. And then the older you get, the higher Resident Evil gets as far as the scoring system. Now, Hulk, it's got a similar look to it. 18 females, 4.3. 18 to 30 females, 7.6. Look at the males. 18, it's almost double. 18 male demographic gives it a 4.3, and this is a shit show, and it just got canceled, and that's partially my proof. You could claim this got bombarded with bad reviews, but you know what else got bombarded with bad reviews? Even reviews that said, I give this game a low score because, and this was literally one of the top reviewing, I don't want to name them in case they're wrong, but it was one of like the IGNs of the game reviewers. One reviewer proudly stated, this is shit. Number one reason, it's a male, gruff male lead, which is something that was used for Joel as well. I don't understand the whole, I get it, we get a lot of gruff leads, but it was a white, cis, male, gruff lead, the combination of word diarrhea that they use. That was why Days Gone was shit. But guess what? Days Gone is getting a movie now. Days Gone will likely get a sequel. Not the one that the guy got turned down about, but why is Days Gone going to get a sequel? Because even though review critics and the shill pieces of shit claim Days Gone was garbage, guess what? The fans said, no, this is fun. This is awesome. We want more. And then they gave them more DLC. And then they can actually see by the stats, by the analytics, Days Gone has a lot of fans. And they're supportive. So what happens when you get shit on and you get review bombed, but it's quality content? Days Gone is going to get a movie, and I believe Days Gone franchise, if they don't fuck it up, will at least get a sequel at the very least. Resident Evil, even if you say it got review bombed, it got canceled. Why? Because they know. They have the numbers. They know deep down inside. Even the people that give it a 10 out of 10 are slow to watch it, slow to finish it. The audience retention is low. And again, they have the numbers. The people giving it high review, I guarantee, without even looking at the numbers, a good chunk of them didn't even finish it. Because it's not about a good show for them. It's about supporting a message. It's just stupid. So She-Hulk Attorney at Law is going to get a little bit of a better bump up here. If you look at, I think there should be a metric though, in order to do some sort of legit review system. Maybe some smart mathematician can come out and say, all right, I tell you what, for reviews that have maybe you picked a comment or what the people say and connections, I don't know, I would do some system of saying 80% of 10 out of 10 ratings aren't counted. I would have to say like 80% of the 1 out of 10s aren't counted. Start with a system like that and try to find something that balances it out. If you're a mathematician or good with numbers, there's got to be a way you can come up with something that I personally don't believe IMDb ever, because guess what? Do you believe Alex Jones? Anyone? Forget if he's a whack job. Do you believe him? No. Why? Because he gets rich when the world is at its worst. Sorry, Alex. I'm fucking sorry, but you get rich when the world is on the brink of destruction. Can't trust you. I need actual, solid, insane proof. Like when he talked about Epstein 10 years before the rest of us even knew what was going on. Okay, you got me there. Fuck, that's insane. You win on that one. Only that one for right now. I don't know anything else. Anyway, the same thing for, let me pull this up. IMDb here. I don't have it. I saved the thing where IMDb is... Fuck, there's another one. Well, here's a small example. They get paid for movie promotions, show promotions. So obviously they want this to look good on their site. Now, I'm sure they're going to claim that it is. Just trust us, even though we're getting paid from She-Hulk, we're not going to tamper with the reviews. I think they do. I think they have come out and tampered with them. What was that one movie where they did tamper with it? I think it was at Star Wars, wasn't it? Where they actually paused the ratings or something. Or maybe that was Rotten Tomatoes. But IMDb should be promoting microphones, editing equipment, shavers, soap, groceries, everything and anything. Now, Blu-ray, when you say, but Ronnie, it's movies. Yes, but only if it's out already. Only if it's out for Blu-ray, only if it's been out, because you just can't trust them when they're promoting a new show. I can't trust it, and I know it's a big conflict of interest, but I don't trust it. Now, here's some articles you can look up. People claim back in the day, Resident Evil has some of the worst audience scores in Netflix history. Look at the very last sentence. I will say up front that we cannot rule out on some level of racist review bombing here. Zero proof. It gets 1 out of 10 and all of a sudden it's racist. Oh, okay. Wow. Fuck. Let's see what Matt says. I don't even know who the hell this Matt guy is, but this popped up when I typed in Resident Evil review bomb. Not surprised that racist and misogynist pieces of trash are trying to review bomb Resident Evil away. Well, guess what? I guess it worked because it got canceled. Matt, you stupid bitch. I implore you to give it a binge this weekend because the Resident Evil does a whole lot. Stupid bitch was for the Resident Evil show, just in case someone lost the context there, you know. I implore you to give it a binge this weekend because Resident Evil does a whole lot right by fans new and old. All right, well, I thought it was absolute trash. The masses thought it was absolute trash. I'm a lifetime Resident Evil fan. I thought the movies were trash. You know, I just want a good Resident Evil something. This was not it. So here, let's click on Amelia's. What does she say that caused his well, all right, let's look. She says, I've been loud about Resident Evil Netflix because I dig the series. I've also been really loud about it because this is just a sampling of the bullshit that's been strewn across the internet. And she quotes, listen to this. I hate this because it has black and lesbian leads. That's a quote. And she's about to show us proof. Now, keep in mind, I scrolled for hours. I didn't find one fucking thing. Not one. And I do believe it's out there. I believe there's some racist people out there. I believe there's some people out there, especially religious people, that don't want a lesbian lead, a gay lead, whatever. And I also believe it's like fucking 3%. Let's get a life. She's about to show us proof. She quotes, and again, quote, I hate this because it has black and lesbian leads. All right, let's see the evidence. Okay, Razor Sharp says, I really don't want to come across as misogynistic. Well, that's weird. All right, let me see. But the Resident Evil primary demographic is males 25 to 40. Yeah, you know, I'd have to see stats on that, but I can understand why you would bring that out. Whoever made the decision to center this around two petulant. What is petulant? Let's see, because maybe it means something we don't know. Petulant means of a person of or their manner, childishly sulking or bad-tempered. Oh my God, petulant works for those two characters. Mainly the one, but still. Okay, petulant, toxic, superpowered teenage girls completely doesn't care about who actually plays the games. That comment is actually fucking bow and arrow, hit the target, bullseye, dead on. I don't know about the demographic, but I would not be shocked if that's accurate. Petulant is like the perfect way to describe the leads. Anyway, so, okay, no comment about hating black and lesbian. Let's see what this other comment says. Ayasha Pada, I don't know. Agree. I do not understand why would they do that. Well, that's not worded the best, but still. There is no male lead in the show for the targeted audience to be identified with. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe that could be racist because Lance Hendrick, who is famous from The Wire, we all fucking love The Wire, and most of them are black, which is weird, you know, you think maybe, I don't know, maybe we were all high and we forgot they were black. Anyway, Lance Hendrick is also loved in 98% of what he does, but still, it doesn't matter. Anyway. I'm trying to find the racist quote here. Wait, is it in? Let me click on it. No, it's not. Wait. Okay, let me stop pretending I'm dumb. She quoted, now this is one of the biggest problems we have when you're just a person trying to get stories. I want stories. Wait, Red Outlaw, did you do that recently? I'm going to get to the comments, but if you did that recently, I didn't get a notification for a recent order for the volume. Oh, you got Signature Series and a volume? If it's Signature Series 1, I have that in stock. I should have shipped that then. Let me double check because I've been having a serious problem getting notifications, and it's weird because it's not with the website only, it's with everything on social media. I used to have my setup where I got notifications for everything. My phone used to constantly go bing, 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 bing. And I liked it because I could just swipe and see, okay, I got to check. But lately, for the past like 3 months, my notifications have been down. Anyway, it's a good thing you brought that up. I usually look once a week to see what orders, because keep in mind the orders that normally come in are pre-orders and we're not shipping those quite yet. So there's nothing that's new, but I'll look just in case. Anyway. So this is part of the problem we have. I just want the best stories. First and foremost, the best stories, absolutely. And then you got people like this who straight up quote you as being a racist piece of shit. They quote a line of dialogue that you don't like. And they quote it because they need to change the context. And that goes back to, circle back to the review bombing. They need to change the context here. And if I was in the industry, and I'm sure there's people in the industry, because I've heard of some really slimy jobs from people I know in the industry. And if I worked on this show, I would make fake accounts and review bomb it. Why? So you can write it off as, well, you know, sure, it wasn't the greatest show, but man, we were unfairly targeted. And then guess what? People who already fail upwards can now fail upwards even better. Because now instead of looking at them and going, ooh, I don't know, man, they had She-Hulk and blew it, they can look at them and go, you know what, they really tried, but man, those racist, misogynistic, whew, ouch. Anyway, petulant was a joke, though. I love that word, petulant. I fucking love it. And it is spot fucking on for those characters. Anyway, Netflix's Resident Evil is getting destroyed by audiences on Rotten Tomatoes. This just goes to show that there are people that genuinely misogynistic, racist, yada, yada, yada. But the problem we're having is you'll get somebody that goes, man, look at Hulk. He is a Hulk. And I made this joke in the very beginning, and then we'll get into the comments. He's a Hulk. She's not hulking. This is kind of dumb. Oh, so you hate women. Also, you don't want a She-Hulk. And it's like, wait, slow down, you know? Well, I thought the dialogue was kind of dumb. Remember her dialogue? I do it infinitely more than you. You take liquid shits more than... All right, whatever, I don't care. No, I get catcalled, and sometimes I might even be murdered. Well, let's look up those stats. Men make up 80% of murder victims. Oh, well, shit. Men make up 80%. What does that mean? Women make up 20%. Is murdering women wrong? Is it fucking disgusting and terrible? Abso-goddamn-lutely. I will annihilate your bloodline if you murder a woman I love. Done. You know what I mean? I got multiple women in my life that I love from, and we're talking about just blood-related, not even friends, relationships, daughter, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. You friggin' name it. I mean, the idea, I use this example too, where I can use in my eyes, I can use a rapist to prove that we don't have rape culture. No, there's a better word for it. Somebody had said, like, we all kind of secretly prop up rape culture. How can we do that? The Night Stalker, was that his name? Ramirez, the guy who, anyway, I think it was Ramirez. Anyway, in California or something, went raping women. He went on vacation to a cousin's house, came back to town, found out his picture was in the newspaper. He was in a gas station, and then people saw him. Men saw him. Women saw him. What did they do? They pat him on the back. Good job, bud. Good job. You're getting all the ass in town. Man, save some for the rest of us. Nope. They chased him down. They didn't give up. And they beat the fuck out of him until the police came. If we had this wickedly, obsessive rape culture, I think that would have worked out a bit different. We have murderers, and I don't want to get sidetracked too much. And we get people that go, we just need men to stop killing women. That's not men. Those are murderers. Those are serial killers. Those are bad people. And obviously we have women killing men and yada, yada, yada. We have bad people in society. If we can take away violence and crime and yada, 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 and still give free will, I don't know. If you can figure that formula out, you're a G. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. Props. But for right now, this is the best we got. And we can make, adjustments to make it better. But my point is, that's why people say, it's not like, oh, I don't respect women, I hate women. It's because saying women can't voice their opinion or they'll get murdered is probably one of the dumbest fucking, obsessive victim, I need to live in victim mentality culture, idiotic things you can say. Men are 80% of the stats being murdered. Women are 20%. That doesn't even make sense in reality. And here, go even further. Women are murdered by, I think the stat was, out of 80,000 murders, 50,000 was by boyfriends or ex-boyfriends. Holy fuck. Do you know what that means? That means that 30% out of that 20% is murdered by possibly a woman opening her mouth and being like, whatever, expressing her opinion. What? Eileen Warhol's, yeah. Bro, there was a true story about Eileen Warhol's that was pretty nuts, where she showed up and she was like, yo, give me a ride. And this dad was like talking to his son at a gas station. I guess, I forget the details, but the dad tells his 25-year-old son, do not give her a ride. There's something off about her. And she was like, nah, motherfucker, give me a ride. And he was like, no, I'm not giving you a ride. I'm not letting my son give you a ride. And this kid was like, I don't know, man. She's weird, but what's the harm? And the dad was like, no, there's something about her. No. And then they saw her picture on it when she got arrested, 6 months or a year later. No, I haven't talked about gaming streams yet, Austin. We're going to get into the fan feedback now. But that was my little introduction to review bombing and some of the nutso crazy shit that gets into it. But real quick, the short version of gaming streams that are moved over for right now, they're moved over to the Ronnie Hayes channel. We're doing a little bit of the restructuring I was talking about, where I bit the bullet. We moved them over a week ago. Gaming will be on the Ronnie Hayes channel. I'll be there every day, a couple days in a row, a few times every week, whether it's games or something else. I have other plans, but we'll see how they roll out. And then MakePath Presents for right now is going to slowly reform into the highly polished content. And then the podcast, like right now, where we upgrade this as well. I would like to eventually do call-in and some a better background. I'm in the middle of moving in October, so things are a bit of a mess. I'm starting to, just get shit out. It's just a mess, boxes and whatnot. But that's the short. If you have any additional questions, let me know. I mean, I told you, it was all of 2022, and then we're going to have from 6 months from now until I finish, where we're going to be set in stone with the set schedule. I think it'll be nice. I'm hyped for The Last of Us. Let me back up. Let me just skim through some of the comments. Now would be a good time to leave a comment if you want me to, see it. Beeman's World says She-Hulk is a fine show, and it adds to the ever-growing Marvel Universe. If you like it, continue to like it. I'm not going to back down from. I think it's trash. I think the dialogue's unbearable, and some of the stuff is stupid. Like, I've seen people argue on Twitter where she runs him over with the Jeep, and then I'm sorry, but I just find both sides of the argument. People are missing the fucking point on both sides, and it's just frustrating when you see two people arguing, and you just feel like they're both a little bit wrong, and you wish they could just see it, and they'll be like, oh, okay. Well, it's where they're both wrong is one person's like, come on, Hulk's going to get run over by a Jeep, and then they show him punching a huge alien machine, and then the other person would be like, come on, that's his cousin. He's not going to kill her and punch her. And it's like, well, of course, no one thinks that. The point is, Hulk is an immovable object, for the most part, for a Jeep. And obviously, Hulk just not letting the Jeep drive, you know what I'm saying, is not killing his cousin. In reality, if you were a stable-minded writer and you wrote that scene, you'd scrap it and rewrite it. Because the idea that she even hits the gas and anything moves at all is nonsense. And it shouldn't have happened that way. It's just bad writing. Anyway, Ram says, have you seen the teaser trailer for The Last of Us? Yes, it looks fire. We are streaming The Last of Us on the Ronnie Hayes channel September 2nd at around noonish. I don't know yet. Between noon and 2. Sorry, I spit on the mic. Between noon and 2, we're going to start. I'm probably going to play at noon, though. I'm excited to play that. Lower the critics rating is the movie I want to see. Isn't it weird how nowadays that's kind of an accurate statement to make with the majority of shit, Yeah, Saints Row is pretty bad. I won't even go near it. Alright, yeah, Red Outlaw said, let me see, I'm looking for Red Outlaw's comment. Oh, just last night. Okay. I would have likely, this Wednesday, looked at it. Actually, Monday, because Last of Us is Tuesday. So I'm going to write a note and get that shipped out first thing in the morning tomorrow. Anyone who orders a Doomsday Kingdom volume would probably help me out fucking tremendously. Because if you look, actually right here, look at these. Now, issue 5 and 6 is still on its way. We had a small complications with the artist getting COVID. He was in, it fucked him up. But he's back now. He's fine. And I had complications with the ending and restructuring issue 7. And there was something where the story was slower. I wanted to speed it up, and I had to switch some scenes around. But boring stuff. When those come out, I'll explain. But these 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, that's all that's left of this volume, and we're never going to print it again. This is the special blood splatter cover that we released last year, or the year before for Indiegogo. Well, you can't see the blood splatter. Where are you at? I've showed it off plenty. Yeah, see that blood splatter? It's actually shiny in the light. Yeah, look at that. Anyway, so I have to move those boxes. It's not much now that I look at it, but anyone who buys a volume, it ships right away. I had one poor bastard. I was like, I felt terrible. One person's order just slipped through the cracks. The website updated, and I love it because you can actually see mini pictures now. Before, you couldn't see mini pictures of what they ordered. You had to go into every order because the notifications stopped coming in. Anyway, I missed someone's order, and they ordered a volume, and they waited like 2 months. And I was like, and then they hit me up with PayPal claim saying, I never got my book. And I was like, just let them have the claim. And I sent them the book anyway. I felt fucking awful, man. Yo. So whoever, if you're even around still, maybe you're mad at me, I don't know. But I sent you the book anyhow, and I let you take the money, the refund, because I felt bad. But that was one person I missed who should have had it shipped. But would She-Hulk have worked as a movie? They teased it as a regular series as a movie. I was hyped. No, it depends. The writing team, whether it's a movie or TV show, doesn't matter. The writing team. Oh, Hunter, I got your question answered. Are you watching Tales from the Walking Dead? It's pretty bad. No, I'm not. It's maybe 2 zombies per episode, and they did the episodes like American Horror Stories. No, I'm speaking with my wallet. For years, I did this. Well, I'm so invested, I might as well just, nope. if AMC wants my money and support and my, just whatever, as a fan, not as a YouTuber, as a fan, then they need to buff up the budget. They need to get better writers. They need to start taking this franchise serious. This franchise doesn't exist for them to just simply print money. It's not their money printing machine. We're here to be entertained. I am not entertained. So they're not getting shit from me. I will watch Tales of the Walking Dead whenever I am that desperate, and I can watch it without giving them a single cent. And I'm going to do that for everything The Walking Dead related until they start smartening up with their productions. Rick W. says, please don't go on these rants all the time. It's political and fuck all that shit. Well, I think we talk about stuff that, and here's part of the problem where I can't stand it. It's hard to talk about entertainment now because most of the shit dragging it down is political and bullshit. But if we just stick our heads in the sand and ignore it, we are part of the problem. So no, it's weird that you would say all the time, considering I think I might talk about movies that, borderline interrupt with political shit once, like, goddamn, like every 6 months. It's just weird you would say that. So maybe let's just be honest with your comment. You don't want to talk about it at all. You could say that. I'm going to respectfully, no, I'm not keep my mouth shut anymore. I don't want to talk about it all the time. I highly doubt I'm going to talk about it all the time. My focus is on Flaw and Awe. I believe the Flaw and Awe reviews is a great way to showcase what works and doesn't work with storytelling in movies and TV shows. And that's what I want to blow up in 2023. Who's hyped for The Last of Us remake? Yeah, I can't wait to hang out. House of the Dragon review? I don't have a review coming. I haven't watched it yet. Soft Batch said, even just a voicemail would be cool to have. I think that's a great idea. I thought that's what I did on Discord, but I think it's different now. I'm sorry. I think on Discord I made a chat channel. I was thinking it was a voicemail where I can log them and, pick them out and highlight them and save them for later. But I think it's more like you talk in the chat and then someone else talks. So it's like walkie-talkie, like internet walkie-talkies. And that's not what I wanted it for. But I do want to make something like what you said, like a voice channel. Hey, Ronnie, have you seen the teaser trailer? Okay, we're back down to these. All right, so these comments should be after I ranted. And have you checked out House of the Dragon? Not yet. Have you checked out... Wait... Do you ever plan on coming back to PA? Yes. In 2 years, if nothing changes, if something doesn't come up, I already told my daughter, 2 years we're saving up, and we're just going to move back to PA and get resettled. I hate the winter up there, but my God, do I hate almost everything down here. I think the people are cool. The amount of stores is crazy great, because in North Carolina, if you know the Raleigh area, it's just huge outwards. I mean, there's probably 15 Best Buys, you know what I'm saying, within an hour radius, any which way. 30 Targets, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. However, truth be told, I visited PA super briefly, just taking my daughter, and I went with my brother and his wife and their 2 kids, my niece and nephew. We all went to vacation at oh my God, I forgot what it's called. Oh my God, is it Knoebels? I'm sorry. We just had to whip them up there because they're at their right age. My daughter's 12, and we went there a couple times as kids, and I thought she has to go up. I was invited. I was gifted a hotel room, and I said, we can't not go. So I said, thank you very much for the gift, because my brother made plans, and then my mother secretly gifted a hotel, and she was like, you need to go. You need to take a break. You're stressed out. And I was like, all right, you twisted my arm, because I haven't been back to PA in years. I keep making excuses why we can't go back. So we took her to Knoebels, and I tell you what, every night I was outside thinking like, oh, I miss this. It's just the air. It's just something different, man. I breathe it, and I'm like, I'm alive. You can smell the dirt, the grass, the leaves, the water. All that shit. I mean, when you get a handful of dirt in PA, it is dirt. It is black and it is potent. It's got a smell. The woods have a smell. Nature has a smell. I mean, it's just alive. Here, they got that real dry dirt, and you could be out in the woods going, yeah, I don't smell anything. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, the biggest thing is the food. Everything I ate in PA was like discovering food for the first time. We stopped by Peking Chef. My brother was like, we gotta go. And I was like, I'm gonna go get pizza. So I went and got pizza, but I decided I'll order chicken and broccoli. Every time I order chicken and broccoli down south, it's awful. The sauce is diluted and terrible. I had chicken and broccoli up in Pennsylvania at Peking Chef. I didn't want to leave, man. I just wanted, I want to eat this for the rest of my life. It was, magnifique, just goddamn. I don't know why they can't do chicken and broccoli down here. I don't fucking get it, Anyhow, Last of Us show looks promising from the little teasers. I'm going to bite my tongue on that. I think it's doable, but Ellie's casting just looked terrible in the teasers. Yeah, speaking of She-Hulk, I am gonna... Well, I mean, I don't want to leave her on the screen just because... We'll leave Michael Myers on the screen. Fuck that. Dre Thomas says, how much is it? Where can I get one? I think these are... If you're talking about the volume, I think they're around 30 or 40 shipped all together. You'll have to look it up, and it's on doomsdaykingdom.com. So I have a place to get it. And there's about, I think each box has 6 in it, so 30 copies left total. I had 2 boxes. I thought I was down to the last 15, and I had 2 boxes that were under here stored away so they didn't get smashed up, and I found them when I was starting to pack my stuff, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Hard to avoid it when everything made it political. Very true. Mike, member for 4 months, said, woohoo, MAPP Club, let's go. I recommend Death Live Robots on Netflix. I put that on my list to watch. I did, because I got a lot of recommendations for that. Angel Cicernos said, I think discourse on YouTube is going downhill for the most part. Criticism and constructive feedback are always welcome, but when you get channels that profit off of rants, it's trash. Listen, I'm going to agree with that definitely to a point. There's times where you can see the downfall of and sometimes I don't necessarily think it's a person going, yeah, man, I'm just going to yada, yada, yada. But there's money in backlash. Absolutely. And the same principle with, like I said, with Alex Jones. The government's water is dirty. Buy my water. And listen, he might be right. My point, though, is I automatically don't trust people if they're making money off of that. And these people who are like, oh, this sucks, that sucks, blah, blah. I always enter them with that level of, you're going to really have to work to win me over with your opinion. And there's a good amount of times where their opinion has elements that are on point, and then it's just some paper-thin arguments where it's like, oh, come on. Like, especially with, listen, to be honest about the comic books stuff, yes, propaganda's been in comic books since its inception as comic books. It's undeniable. Like I said, though, the difference, though, is it wasn't in all of comic books. You could avoid, you don't want to be, inundated with all the army shit in Superman comics. Don't read the army Superman comics. You know what I'm saying? I think they even had like their own thing that they shipped to soldiers. Just skip that, Anyway, Austin says, just wanted to check, ordered a couple pre-orders and obviously they're not out. Did order something not pre-order related. Is that coming with the pre-orders or separate? That would be coming with it just because it would double the shipping cost if we shipped everything that was, unless it was a separate order. Like if you put in a separate order for the volume, that should have definitely shipped by itself. Put it this way, everything gets shipped based on the shipping. So if you have everything, pre-orders and stuff that's in stock, but the shipping is only all together, then it ships as it is with the shipping on one receipt, basically. But if you have 2 orders, let me know in Discord. If you have like 2 separate orders and they each have like in stock and pre-ordered stuff, there's only a few of us. I can switch that around to where we can ship your one order of all in-stock stuff. I could work with people. There's so few people that have orders like that. I could work with you. There's probably only a couple. The majority of people are only pre-orders. I think there's only like 5 people that ordered pre-orders with the volume. White Panda says, with Discord calls, you could have room where people talk, wait, and then take one person at a time on air, like a call on a radio show. Yeah, we could do that. I think there's another site that gives you a number, and it's easy to function. I might honestly just run with that if someone knows what it means. I feel you, Rick W. I think there's lunatics all around, though. So it's you just got to be careful. J Spot said I'm from NEPA. Yep, I'm from NEPA as well, but She-Hulk is a reboot. Oh, it's not rebooting too much. Make Path presents It's Abby, just really green. Love, Death, Robots season 1 to 3 are really good. Yeah, I got to get my ass to check it out. I think it's the anthology thing that kind of pushes me away. I like I'm intrigued by anthologies, but I often find myself not interested to start them. I don't know what it is about them, but I am gonna bite the bullet. And when I move, I made a list of things I want to check out for when I move. Because there's a lot of times, that's what I did last time. If it wasn't for having a phone with me, being able to watch some YouTube or movies or Netflix while I was moving, man, moving sucks, And unpacking. If you're unpacking, imagine you're unpacking, you got 3 hours to unpack. Fuck that, man. But now you're unpacking, throw on a movie, that's not so bad, Because the thing about moving is like you get the living room set up. You want to just relax, put a movie on, and just go, I've been sweating all day, busting my ass, moving boxes. Yeah, the new gameplay from The Last of Us is jaw-dropping like a motherfucker. And we are streaming The Last of Us on the Ronnie Hayes channel on September 2nd. Please come and check it out if you want to support some of the gaming streams. I can't wait. And part of me was thinking, and again, I do not want to commit to this, but I started something that I kind of regret giving up on. But there's a glimmer of hope. A lot of people ask me to do Flaw and Awe for select, very few video games. And I thought the only way that would work is if I went back to how we did it, where I played the chapters on the Ronnie Hayes channel. And it was just the chapters. And I did that for Last of Us Part 2, the first half of the Ellie's version. And I uploaded every single individual chapter with thoughts and opinions of how I would kind of do the scoring system. And then I would break it down to chapters. So it would be a huge project. It'd probably take a whole year, but not, it'd probably take a whole year to release, each part. Anyhow, the only way to do that would be to combine the gameplay and the streams. So like when Last of Us comes out, we'd play it for fun, but then we'd go back and replay each chapter on a stream and really, break it down, dissect it, pick out we can do it live where it's all of us picking out pros and cons and kind of building the flaw in our review together. That's something I wanted to do for movies live, but I can't play the footage or else it'll get pulled down. Austin said, nah, it was issue 5 and 6 plus Among the Creeps poster on same order. Makes sense regarding shipping. Oh, I got you. You know what else also makes sense with that? I don't have the Among the Creeps in stock. The artist does in the UK. And I believe you're in the UK too. Yeah, Austin, yeah, you're in the UK. So he's the one who's going to be shipping your 5 and 6 with the Among the Creeps. That makes sense why. But we're I'm talking with him this week when we're doing the Last of Us stuff, and I'm going to be streaming some of the lettering. No spoilers, but and that's something I would love to talk about. Where do you guys fit when it comes to spoilers on the comic? Because I see people, and they're even selling a ton, and they put every single page of the comic on the Indiegogo. Now, I didn't, not because I wanted to hide something, but I just didn't want to spoil the story. And then I'm thinking, though, well, what if people don't care? What if they want to see, the quality of every page, and they want to, you know what I mean? So that's something I was curious about. Because it doesn't, obviously it's not hurting sales. There's people making, 5-10 times what we did in sales, and they put every page on the maybe not every single page, but I know for us, we share, when it's a new issue, we only share 2 pages, if that. We share a cover and a couple panels, and that's it. And the idea is we don't want to spoil it, But I'd be curious to hear how people think, because now that the volume's out, I like to show off some of the art. I think that's why it gets a little, I have a little more fun with it, because since the volume's out, I can go, voila, and then show, I'm not going to be able to do it, but the clown, where's the clown ripping the guy's face off? Yeah, check that out. Blam! It's fucking sick. Anyway. I fucking love that. One thing that I really took notice of when we finished this volume that does slow down the project quite a bit are the actual details in the background. If you look at this comic here and you just take a look at every page has insane detail, especially as it goes on in the end. Every panel, every page, every background, it's like a movie. It's like panels of a movie, every one. If you're not familiar with comics, that's not how they do comics. The way they do them now is they'll pick something that is the highlight and the background is nothing. So you'll have a character that's real bad, and he's like, and that's it. Just him, Well, in this, we made it a point where I even told the artist, I was like, yo, we can chill on some of the background to make it quicker. But when you do it with a background, it looks incredible. When you're rereading it, there's just so much more there. You would have, you would just have characters with, I wish I had one of the other comics, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I pulled open a comic the other day. My daughter was looking for something to draw. She's drawing on her tablet. And I was just, it was just a stark reminder of how little art actually is in comics. Some of them just have nothing in the panel, full pages where it's beep, beep, beep. And then one little thing that's man, you can tell that they were against the deadline. All right, so yeah, Carmo, I think we're actually at the point where we make a reboot of a rebooted reboot. Here, Ronnie, you should go, you should do Spotify Green Room. You decide who can talk when, but it can be as many as you want, and you can kick assholes. All right, let me see. Spotify Green Room. I haven't heard of that, so I'll look that up. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't looked that up, but I'll check into it. I haven't heard it, but I'll look it up. Jesus. Hunter says, I don't like spoilers. I avoid them like the plague. I'm the same way. That's why my thought was to only show a little. Is there a way to do it without text bubbles? You mean to do a comic without text bubbles? Absolutely. Yeah. The comic is originally, like, when you look at the files for the comic, I'm the one who puts the text bubbles on in the final stage. So the version that I get, before that it is this comic with no text bubbles. And they're word balloons. But the reason you do that is... well, I mean, I think if you're talking about just art, that's something that we could just re-release as like an art, I don't know what you would call it, because artist proof is the unfinished, uncolored version. And then you would have the, like, art showcase. So it would be the art with no text bubbles. The only problem there is not a lot of people are buying that. Oh, to preview it. Oh, yeah. Well, we could preview stuff with no text bubbles. Absolutely. We've done that with our campaigns previously without text bubbles. That's something that we've done. Not only is it, art we get first, the word balloons come at the very end, the lettering. So it's definitely something that's done for previews. Absolutely. However, you still have obvious, spoilers without the word balloons. You just got to be kind of crafty with what you're putting out. All right, anything more we got going on with entertainment-wise? Let me see. Because I think that was my little mini rant with that. There was something else I wanted to discuss. Yeah, Netflix is being canceled. We have The Last of Us coming out. That looks fire as shit, yo. So remember, Last of Us, September 2nd on the Ronnie Hayes channel. I'll put a little update on this channel to say, yo. Oh, also, if you missed the Steelbook for The Last of Us remake and you wanted to get it, if you go to Twitter, where is Naughty Dog? Naughty Dog. Did I miss? Wow, how the fuck did I do that? Oh, you bitch. Naughty Dog. Ah! I just seen his big old ass swinging around. What the fuck? I'm done. What is that? Last of Us. Right here. I think this is it. Get ready to endure and survive. No. Oh, right here. With Last of Us Part 1 launch approaching, we're pleased to announce that we'll have another limited set of Firefly editions available for purchase on 9/2/22 at 12 a.m. in the USA. These will be on first come, first serve basis exclusively at PlayStation.com. Now, here's the thing, though. I wanted this real bad. I'm not actually thrilled about the cover, I'll be honest. I think it is not even close to as amazing as it could have been. However, I have steelbooks for my movie collection, and I have steelbooks for every other Last of Us game. Last of Us 2, I got 2 of them. And I kind of wanted it to go with it, but I have to skip it. Just because if I order it now, I'm not going to get it in time to stream it. And there's no way I'm buying it twice. So I'm going to skip this. Plus, these comics suck. I have these. They're fucking terrible. Anyway, if you wanted, go to Twitter and get that link. I'll put the link in chat right now. Fuck it. Here's the link. And again, it's for USA. I'm putting it in chat. PlayStation 5 Last of Us Remake. Bam. That's the link. And you get it, remember, September 12th at 12 a.m. So on September 1st, before you go to bed at midnight, bam. Right as it turns September 2nd, put your order in. I can't wait for this, though. I cannot wait.
You know, for all the moments you kind of expect for haptics, all of
Yeah, there's a few images on YouTube. You know what? Somebody... I wonder if I should show that. Let me see. You know how people were talking about no people in the street when the shit's blowing up? Oh, check that out. There's more stuff from, man. I'm trying to avoid Last of Us stuff, but let me show you this one thing. I'm trying to avoid it, but is that it? 12 improvements? No, it's gameplay. Gameplay. I thought it was like a bigger video. 32 minutes of gameplay. I don't even know who this channel is. CB Nation or something. Is this it?
number of.
Oh yeah, this is it. So in this channel, they put up the beginning of Last of Us. However, I hate when people do this. It's one of those really shit videos where they just take all the gameplay that's been leaked and they mash it in the one video and they're like, whoa, you know, new 32 minutes, like all the old shit we've seen. But at least this was new to me and I didn't watch it. However, right here, him with Sarah, I didn't watch it because I want it to be fresh.
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Man, it looks fucking amazing. I can't wait. I want it all to be fresh, but this, I had to look at this moment because everyone was whinging about, in the remaster version, there's a lot of people there. In the PS5 version, there's no one there. And I was like, there has to be something up with that. I thought maybe it was just an early cut of the game and they didn't add them in yet and they were focusing on the explosion. And there is something kind of right about it.
Keep us safe.
Now, again, this is poor quality because he recorded it and then I'm showing it off a recording. What do you notice right away? We got people. A lot of people. Even better, look at this. Person jump. Well, I'm in the way. Person falling out of the car. You got people being attacked here. And it's smooth, too. And then here's where people start clearing out. And this is what we saw in that little snippet. This one person gets attacked too, but it's off to the side. Yeah, check that out. The explosion and the fire, how crisp that is.
Keep running. Some people are on fire.
And fire looks gorgeous in this remake.
Don't look serious.
If you're playing and you look to the sides, you can see infected jumping through windows. It is fucking awesome. And when I play, I really want to be able to go through this section and give a good look. Because there's those little updates that people don't think about. But the infected coming through the windows and shit at you is fucking sick. They didn't do that in the remaster. Maybe, but I doubt it. Because I don't remember that shit. Like this guy on fire.
Keep looking at me, baby.
So much better than the remaster.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
What happens? Doesn't this blow up? Yeah, see how the lights flicker on the theater, man? I don't know. It makes me want to go back and look at the remaster now. Or, you know, the original one. I wonder how much of this... Because it just looks so much more cleaner, crisper. Like, look at the lights on the theater. So pronounced right now. And then when this explosion happens... See how the... Bam. It has that flicker. I like that. Matter of fact, I'm looking up my gameplay. I'm curious. I'm just hanging out with you guys right now anyway. I want to know. Last of Us. Which channel did I do that on? Make a path. I did that on my channel, I think. Yeah, I did. So where is part 5? Play all. Why is it all mixed up?
Welcome to Make a Path
Fuck.
Presents. I'm Ronnie.
Part 5. Is that it? Fuck me.
I gotta hurry up.
Yeah, here's part 2. Why is it so hard to find part 1?
I'm Ronnie Hay.
I even searched for the title and everything. My video does not show up, and it's public. Revisiting. Revisiting Left Behind. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. That's insane. How my videos, I'm even typing the actual the title, and my video does not show up in the feed. My part 2 does. Part 2 of the gameplay.
Welcome to Make a Path Presents.
This is part 2. Where's part 1? Sorry, chat. Oh, there it is. Finally. Ronnie Hayes Plays Last of Us Remastered Part 1.
Welcome
Jesus.
to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes. Give me a kiss. What? You're boring.
My daughter said my face is boring.
You're boring, man.
What a little shithead.
I hurt you?
Didn't you move to the city?
That's right. Fine.
Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see it. Let me switch it.
See what we need? Think you're doing? Keep driving. I got a kid, Joe. So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving.
Would you pick them up or leave them there?
Huh?
Would you pick those people up or leave them there?
Leave them.
Why? You could help them. But they could be infected.
But also, they could slow us down.
Smart kid.
Very good, very good.
That's what Tess says.
That's what Tess says? Oh, man. She's killing it.
Thought about looking up. Oh, you can't look up. That's cool. Oh.
See how much stiffer?
It's a man, but his
Looks like he's from a hospital. That's why it's a hospital gown.
When you go back and look now, the remastered version looks even better. Like, holy shit.
and they just walked out of it. Looked like
Like, look at this. It's like, even the lighting.
Very good, very good.
that's what Tess says.
Let me do this. I hope you guys don't mind. I find this interesting just as a... Tell you what, let's do this. We're done with the Hulk. Let's go back. Is this it?
Mother had the same damn idea.
Yeah, look at this. That's the same shit.
We could just backtrack and...
Look at the guy got out of the car, nice and clean. What the fuck, man? Car bounces, bam. Look at him going at him.
Tommy. Tommy! Holy shit!
Even that little visuals.
More people would just slow down.
Thought about looking up. Oh, you can't look up. That's cool.
Oh, I missed the guy.
It's a man, but
And then when they're running though, that's where it's clean cuz see how the people
Looks like he's
it's like fully lit characters dropped into the world and the lighting of the world just has no effect.
down.
Which makes sense cuz for back in that time on a PS3, duh.
It was right there. Duh.
and they just walk.
See what I mean though? Like perfectly lit characters just plopped right in the
Just happened. What the fuck just happened? Did you see that? Yes, I saw it. God damn. Turn here, turn here. No. Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
fucking huge difference. What is that, a bus? Here it's an RV. Yeah, huge difference. You actually have headlights blasting them.
No.
We can't stop here, Tommy.
I think that guy's sick.
Fucking drive through them. Go back up there. They're behind me too. There. Hold on. Go.
Anyway, this one scene I wanted to show. I forgot which one it was now. Oh yeah, the theater. Yeah, so this is the theater.
I don't remember so many people running into me.
Yeah, just look at this. That remake is so fucking... And of course, I'm like running into everything.
Don't look, Sarah.
That guy right there keeps getting in my damn way.
Oh, I wish I looked over to see how this guy comes out of the fire and how that looks.
Right there keeps getting in my damn way.
Over there.
I don't remember so many people running into me before.
All right, here's the theater. Armadillo Theater. Yeah, here we go. Does have that flash to it. That's impressive. Looks a lot better in this though.
I promise.
Yeah, the lighting from the fire, how it casts an orange glow on the building and everything, so much better. Still Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
Man, there's a little mini you in here. Where you at? Yeah, you're right here. I asked
Ew,
you.
why was I so tiny? When was that?
This was 2017, so 5 years ago. I asked you if you would have picked up the family with a kid on the side of the road. What'd you think you said?
Didn't Jimmy live in the city?
To be honest, I think I said no.
Do you remember why you said no? Because you said no.
No, I say I would. I didn't know I said no. I just said
Oh.
I think I would say no.
Oh,
I
so
did
you
say
don't
no?
remember? Yeah, you said no.
What did I say? Why?
Because they would slow you down, and I laughed. I think I said, "Oh, good point," and you said that's what Tess says. Tess later on says they're just gonna slow us down.
So I wasn't even original. Wow.
No, it was pretty clever though. You remembered the game, so anyway. Anyhow, so yeah, that's some of the upgrades for The Last of Us remake. Remember, September 2nd on my channel, likely around noon. Any last final questions before we shut down? Isn't it in a playlist? Yeah, but the playlist is, well, I should have clicked on the playlist. What do you want from me? So let's stream Last of Us Remastered tonight on Ronnie Hayes. No, I'm not doing that. I'm done AP. I'm done. I got to get some work done. I can't, bro. We'll do some gaming tomorrow, but I can't. I got to get work done. Isn't it? What else we got? We are doing the remastered. Remember, tomorrow, right before Last of Us Remake comes out, we are playing the remastered. That's been our plan for like 2 weeks now. Yeah, Juliet was young in that. Which camera angle? The camera angle I'm using here is the same camera angle I'm using here. It's just I would have to move the monitors this way and put the camera here on this thing. And because I'm punching everything, it sounds crazy. Because I have this this thing added onto my counter, I wouldn't be able to do it. When I move, I'm going to recorrect it and go back to something that's just
Look
like
how
this.
innocent
Yeah, you got an innocent, cute little face. Now you're just a ball of raging attitude. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's a delight.
I'm a delight.
Yep, I'm watching. Me and Juliet are watching. Me and Juliet play The Last of Us remastered before The Last of Us remake comes out. That's the plan. That's what's going on. See.
You're getting old.
Yep. So are you.
What?
Yeah, the lighting is fantastic in the new one. They got that ray tracing, and there's something else. I forget the name of it. I think is it the ray tracing is the light reflections and stuff like that. Well, they have the lighting that reproduces new lighting. That's what I was talking about the fire glowing off of the buildings. Even in the remastered, you'll see times where you throw a Molotov or something. You'll see times in the game where light will produce the proper lighting, but it's nowhere near like what we have today, where you could be in a dark room, throw your Molotovs, and you get this incredible looking realistic light source from it, and then how it slowly dissipates when the flame goes down. It's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. The flamethrowers looks impressive. Even in that little clip, they have in this 32 minutes, you can see a number of different things.
Get to the highway.
That's really impressive. There's the entire intro, which I won't watch. I'm waiting. There's also Ellie with Left Behind. Is that it? Left Behind. Shit looks incredible. Yeah, that fire. They also did the animations of the liquid falling while catching on fire. Looks great, and the clickers look amazing.
Is this the...
This is the remake. Out in 2 days now. Just 2 days.
This is the remake?
Frames.
Yeah, this is the remake.
Like, that's coming out into...
Help us.
Yep. This is the footage that they have online.
This? That's the remake?
This right here, yeah. The one we were watching is the old one. This right here is the old one. This is the remake.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
I thought there was one more thing.
Wow, looks so good.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Yeah, everything else we've already seen all this. I'm excited for this, though. The different motion capture that they have for movements. That made part 2 real smooth to play in the fighting. When you go back to part 1, it has that stiffness to it. But, all right, so we are, let me see, last questions. We are doing The Last of Us, most likely. We'll probably do something else. I'm not sure if we're going to do a lot of The Last of Us, the remaster. We're doing the remaster tomorrow for an hour or two on the Ronnie Hayes channel. And then September 2nd, which is Tuesday, we're going to be doing a 12 p.m.-ish, between 12 and 2. We're going to start The Last of Us remake. So that's Tuesday, at between 12 or 2. I'm not sure because I still haven't pre-ordered the digital. I don't know if I want to go down to the store and grab a physical copy or not. I'm not sure yet. Physical, just because I don't have to install the entire, game to put it on my system, and I like having the digital. But you guys have a good night. Caught you at the end of the stream. Have a nice night, Ronnie. Yeah, have a good night, Star Hacker. And then remember, this upcoming week is all Last of Us, and we don't know anymore what we're doing at the end of September because Evil West got delayed, sadly, until November. So the end of September, we have nothing. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow while we're playing Last of Us, we'll talk about what we're going to do for the rest of the month. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good night and be safe. Oops. I always hit this. I got to re-put this.